You should know I'm English by just hearing the words that came out of my mouth.
Chris, why are you laughing for? Why are you laughing for? I'm being serious.
Therefore, the fact that I have dental issues shouldn't really surprise you. So let's start with the earliest incident I can remember. When I was 8, I was a part of my local scout group. Yes, I was one of those. And yes, the girl guides called me a traitor to my gender. It was rough. Aya.
Why is your uniform different?
I'm a part of the scouts.
You insolent, belligerent disgrace! How dareth thou be so indoctrinated by the scout regime?
I don't know what those words mean. In scouts, we would regularly play a game. Like hockey, but on a smaller scale. My scout hut was way too small to play proper hockey. So you'd be split into 2 teams, and everyone on that team would be given a number. And then the scout leader would shout that number. And then the 2 kids with the number would run out and play hockey. We used plastic hockey sticks and chairs to create goals. Typically, we did actually have a ball, but on this particular day we couldn't find it. So the scout leader decided to use a spoon. Yes, I know, a spoon! As cool as spoons are, and as many functions as they can have, scooping, stirring, being round, but I don't think being a hockey puck is one of them. Now why would they go and do that then? Seems a bit silly, someone could get hurt. Yes, someone did get hurt. It was me. My number gets called and I'm put against someone we'll call Bartholomew, except we won't, we'll shorten it to Barty. He was 2 years older than me and a lot taller. He was also pretty stocky, so overall he was a lot bigger than me. In my memory, he was this huge guy, but being real, he was 10, and if I saw a 10-year-old now, I'd think they were adorable. At school, I regularly referred to 12-year-olds as infants. Age really changes your perspective. I do now realise my audience is pretty young, so I've just called many of you infants. Guys, I am deeply, truly not sorry. Now he's winning and charging forward, then he stops. He goes in for a whack to hit it in the goal, and exceptionally misses, because shocker, a spoon is smaller and harder to hit than a tennis ball. And then he hit me in my face and broke my front tooth in half. We were maybe 2 meters away from a wall. Next thing I remember, my back is to it. I don't really remember it hurting. I remember telling friends at school that it didn't hurt. And no, as much as I'd love to pretend to be some hardcore, dominant alpha male, I'm pretty sure it didn't hurt because I was full of adrenaline. Why was I full of adrenaline, I don't hear you ask? Because my tooth had just been smacked out my face! That was an adult tooth, so I knew it wasn't going to grow back. What was going to happen to my tooth? Yeah, I was scared I'd completely mucked up my chances of being able to eat apples. Foreshadowing. My mum picks me up and she was mostly shocked. I know some parents would have been furious, but my mum was friends with the leader and wasn't too angry. The next few months were dentist appointment after dentist appointment. At first, they tried to glue my tooth on. Obviously not PVA glue or anything, but oh my god, it hurt so much. My mum still talks about how gut-wrenching my screech was. This caused a problem. They decided to switch methods and instead give me what was effectively a temporary filling before they could properly fix it. Now here comes the problem. I was now far too afraid to have anything done. Anytime they tried to put something on my teeth, I'd scream and cry, even when on happy gas.
Come on, it's not that bad, and I'm going to do it.
Okay.
I haven't even touched you.
You were going to.
I'm the dentist. I'm supposed to.
Yeah, not optimal. After a few attempts, I could feel the staff getting more and more mad at me. It was a different dentist from the one who tried to glue my tooth on, so I'm not even sure if she knew why I was so upset. After a while, I manned up and got it done. In any picture from 2016, you can actually see the gap, and I find it quite funny. When it was first done, I actually used to brag about how it looked because I liked it so much. But I'd say I'm quite grateful that I have a normal tooth now. Since I've gotten older, I feel really bad I wasted so much of their time now. If by some miracle my dentist is watching, yeah, sorry. Now if you're thinking, okay, that wasn't great, so let's move on to a completely different dental story. You'd be sort of right. 3 years later, I went to Blackpool and disaster struck. Now you have not lived if you've never bought rock candy, been obsessed for a day and then abandoned it immediately after. Now up until this point I'd been sucking on the rock candy because it's basically like a gobstopper. Then my mum took some and bit into it. So I'm sat here thinking, oh my gosh, you can bite into it. So I took some and also bit into it. And broke the same tooth. Ouch. This hurt quite a bit. Since I'd been there, done that, I wasn't really that scared and just kind of in pain. My mum went into great lengths berating me for how stupid I'd been, despite the fact that the reason I did it was because she showed me to. I didn't say that though, because I may not have seen the light of day again. The process was the same, except my dentist told me I wouldn't be able to bite into apples again because my teeth were too weak. Yeah, I was scared I'd completely mucked up my chances of being able to eat apples. Foreshadowing. Although it's been 7 years and I've been biting into apples all the time and it's all been fine. Aside from that, my teeth have been pretty normal. When I was young, I ate a tooth. I was so scared. Teacher, I swallowed a tooth.
So?
Allow me to rephrase. I swallowed a tooth.
So did Harrison, and he's fine.
I also shoved glue up my nose.
I'm gonna have glue up my nose!
No, that's not... Maybe I should have taught at university.
I fear eating a tooth is a childhood classic. I've had braces for about 6 months now. When I was told I needed them, I was devastated. I actually did want my teeth straightened, with 2 exceptions. My canines grew in on a weird angle because my baby teeth never got wobbly and had to be removed by a dentist. I liked them because I looked like a cat when I smiled, but my dentist wouldn't agree to leave them alone. Such is life. That's it, so please subscribe and thanks for watching.